Hey, hello everybody. Let me just get my slides up. My goodness, all of the things. Right. Hello everyone and welcome to tonight's goal setting workshop. Let me just get my slides up and I just need a thumbs up that everyone can see these okay. If you can. I can't even see them and people are giving me a thumbs up. So yep, okay. Good stuff. Cool. Okay, so let's get started. So tonight is very much about you guys, but before we go into everything, just to introduce ourselves very briefly. Am I going in and out, Linda?
No, you're fine. You're all good.
Okay.
Yeah, all good.
So I'm Jen. So I'm the business strategy coach. So I help people work on their businesses and not just in their business. And obviously, Linda, I don't know if you want to quickly just say, hey.
Yeah, sure. So I established the village about 5-ish years ago now, 4 years ago. I don't know, I've lost count. Anyway, and Jen and I have been running it together for the last 3-ish, nearly 4. And actually 4. Oh my God, I've lost track. Anyway, I've been running my own business for 10 years, which is Bun in the Oven, which is hypnobirthing teaching in Chelmsford. And together we make a really good team and we absolutely love the village community and everything about it. So we're really pleased you're all here tonight.
Yay. And we really complement each other. Like it's cool, isn't it? We do love working together, which is cool.
We do.
So the plan for tonight is 3 things. I like to do things in threes when I can. So first thing is reflecting. The second thing is set goals. And the third thing is take action. I know it's the 9th of January, so you might have done a little bit of goal setting already. That's absolutely fine. Like we can build on that tonight. Hopefully you've got some paper. It can just be blank bits of paper, scrap paper, or a notepad, a pen. If you haven't, just run and get it now. Feel free to like drink your favorite drink, grab snacks. I have a big box of Maltesers here, which you might see me mention at some point from Christmas, trying to get rid of my chocolate. Just want you to be really comfortable, really relaxed, and like feel really open to sharing stuff today. So bear in mind that the more you share, like the more you can write down. We'll be doing breakout rooms, the better. Like you can all support each other in this journey. So why are goals powerful? Very quickly, a little bit of an intro. So they bring you focus, but they make you think about and get clarity on what you actually want. They are very motivational. If you write a goal, like it really does inspire you and motivate you to go for it. It gives you accountability. Like it can be scary to tell other people what our goals are, but actually when you do tell them, or you've got like an accountability buddy, which is a really nice thing to have, you can kind of keep each other on track. Like you can ask people how they're getting on with it, and it kind of makes it more real. And I've written the word progress there because I'm all about progress over like, let's smash your goals. Like I think too much stuff out there is about like, let's just put this goal out there and just smash it. But actually, the beauty I think is in the journey. It's in the journey of getting towards that goal. Like the opportunities that come your way as a result of you putting that goal out there, and that goal might change over time. Like so, I like the concept of the progress towards the goal and enjoying that journey. Some of you might be a little bit more into sciencey stuff and want to know like what is the actual statistics, like why should you bother goal setting. So we just wanted to drop this statistic in. So there's a study, you might have heard of it, in California where Dr. Gail Matthews found that you're 42% more likely to achieve your goals just by writing them down. And in the study, 61% of the goals that were written down were actually achieved, which I just think is amazing. Okay, so this is a little bit of a personal one from me because I love stories. Like some of you might be like, yeah, I've seen the statistics, you're telling me goals important. But this is like my journey over the last 5 or so years. I've loved personal development for like 10 years, but for the last 5 years, I've been doing like vision boarding, real goal setting every single year, like monthly, looking at my goals as much as possible, not always writing things down. And I thought I was going to end up single for ages. When I was 30, I was on my own, and I did eventually meet somebody. I was told I couldn't have children. I've now got 2 children somehow, On my vision board, I wrote certain awards that I wanted to win in my business, and we won in my previous business. We won 7 business awards over 4 years, and I wanted to speak on stage. And again, that was one of my goals. And I just thought I'd put a few pictures just to like bring to life the reality of goal setting. And for me, like, and for tonight, this isn't just about business. This is about your life, because I really believe in, when you look at your goals and you look at your world, your health, your personal life is so important. It's not just about business. So that's just a little bit about me. I thought you might like to see that. Okay, so let's reflect. I need to put some music on for this part, so I might have to just flick off the slides for a minute. But this is what we're going to do. So if you can grab your pen and paper, if you can write down 3 headings: 1, achievements; 2, challenges; and 3, learnings. And what I want you to do is just take a couple of minutes to jot down those things. And I'm going to just put some nice music on for you.
Sorry, Jen, what were they? Because the slides disappeared.
Yeah.
The first one was achievements. What were your achievements in 2024? The second one was challenges.
Challenges, yeah.
And the third one is learnings. I'll write that in the chat too. So you've got them in the chat.
Thank you.
No worries.
So when you're thinking about your challenges, it might be that you want to.
Jen's done it.
Okay. I've done it. Sorry, yeah. So a few things, like I said before, this is your whole world, right? This is not just business. This is personal life, relationships, health, hobbies. Like, this is the goal. The challenges could be the goals that you didn't achieve, that you did set out to achieve, but maybe they just didn't happen. This is the learnings that you've had, like maybe limiting beliefs that you've realised that you've got in pursuing those goals. Right, let's pop some music on for you. Can you hear that? I'll remember to fade it out this time. Okay, how's everyone got on? All right. What I'd love to do is to break you guys out into groups so that you can actually share these goals sorry, not the goals, these reflections, because actually like this part, although it feels like, okay, we're talking about 2024, we're talking about the past, this is actually really powerful and really helpful to help you move forward. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some breakout groups. So just bear with me. This is when I realised that I can't remember how to do that.
It should just be on the bottom bar, the second on the right at the end. Breakout rooms.
Is it because you're a...
It might be because you haven't set it up on your Zoom. Can I do it from here? Shall I try?
I think you'll be able to, because it's you're hosting, aren't you?
How many breakout rooms would you like?
Can we do four in each? So 1, 2. So do 4, because then there'll be maybe 5 in one of them. That's fine.
And how long would you like us to be in them for?
10 minutes.
Okay.
So you've got 10 minutes. So give everybody about 2 minutes to talk.
Okay.
And if you finish early, that's fine. Just come back.
Okay. See you later. Unless we're in the same group.
Yeah.
It worked.
Yeah. Well, everyone else is still chatting.
You just come back to our
Yeah.
the breakout room, but in the main room.
We are the room. We are
Oh,
the
it's
main
just
room.
us.
Yeah.
It's just us. We can be the party.
We were done faster than everybody else. So obviously
We were just
gatting.
efficient.
Yeah.
Yeah. Time conserving.
Charlotte, where are you based?
I live in Dunmo. I have a clinic in Marks Tay, but I do home visits all over. So Chelmsford. And really in the new year, I've got to look at what I've struggled with is where I'm trying to just get just take every bit of work. I might have to charge extra for travel. But it's meaning that I'm not getting many clients in my clinic at the moment. So whether or not I stay there, but then I'm doing so many Billericay way. So I might have to look at maybe clinic space over that side.
Yeah. I'll have to get your details and pass them to,
That'd be
I deal with a
lovely.
lot of mums, so yeah, it does come up in conversation a lot.
Yeah, great.
I was going to keep smiling at you all till Jen gets back. Her room's obviously still finishing.
That was so good what you said about having fun. That's a big one of mine.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, you just
Really-
forget to have fun, don't you? You just get so absorbed in work.
You can get so uptight, can't you? Like, oh my God,
Yes.
guys, I'm really sorry. I'm like I'm like a fun sponge. That was my learnings from last year. I need to like be more fun and have more fun. If people are thinking, what?
I'm gonna steal that from you, Linda.
Amazing. How did everyone get on? Give me thumbs up if you had good chats.
Good.
Does anyone like to share?
We were just sharing a little bit briefly then, actually, just because,
Go on,
yeah,
do
just
your
naturally.
something, Linda.
Pardon?
Is there anything you want to mention that anyone said, or?
I mean, one thing we were just saying is that one of my learnings from last year is that I need to have a bit more fun. And sometimes I can get quite serious, like about everything, and I forget to enjoy the journey and enjoy like what I'm doing and have downtime. So that was, and Fran was just saying that she
Yeah.
can do the same sometimes. So yeah,
It's that cheesy line of be more present. But I hate saying it, but it is so true. It's one of my big problems. I'm always thinking of something else. I'm never where I'm actually physically am. My head's always elsewhere.
I think that's one of the things about being a business owner. A lot of us have like crazy brains, and that's why we're good at what we do. But it means that you always got a new idea or something else. So
Yeah, that's so true. One of the things that we said in our group as well was that we are either like on parent mode, like mum mode, or we're working our business really productively, like sat at our desk or doing our thing, being like, go, 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 and then like straight into that, and then we don't get the time for like the self-care and like looking after ourselves. So yeah, I'm thinking I can see some nodding heads because we're probably all quite similar. Okay, right, let's move on to goals. That part is so important because you need to reflect, like you need to, the learnings, I would really urge you to carry on that exercise and do think like over the next few days, like when you go to bed at night, like think about your lessons learned, like think about all different parts of your lives and yeah, what you think you can learn from last year and what things you can implement to make your life easier this year. So we're going to do something kind of scary now. When I told Linda we were doing this, she freaked out. So we're going to start setting goals. I'm just sharing my screen again with you. So what I want to do is I want to do a 10-year vision with you guys. So I want you all to take a deep breath now. So we'll do another one in a minute. We're going to do a guided visualization where I want you to think about 10 years time, so the 9th of January 2035, and just think about where you're going to be. There's no right or wrong. If you find this really scary, that is absolutely fine. Like, you don't have to do it at all. It's kind of good to push your comfort zone sometimes. So let me just stop sharing my screen so I can see all your lovely faces, and I'm going to put some nice music on. Okay. So I want you to, can you hear the music? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, so I want you to take a deep breath. You can close your eyes if you'd like to, you don't have to. I want you to imagine it's the 9th of January 2035. So either in your head, just think about how old you're going to be. Think about where are you going to be. Are you in the same house? Are you in a different house? In the same county? The same country? Think about who are you surrounding yourself by? Who are you with? Are you with family? Are you with friends? Who is in your life? And what are you spending your time doing? What are your hobbies? What are you doing in terms of work or purpose? What fun stuff are you doing? What new experiences have you had? I know it's quite a hard one. Some of you look like you're proper in the zone. Some of you are like, maybe it's a bit more tricky. But what I want you to do when you're ready is to just start to open your eyes and start to make some notes of what came up for you, just some basic bullet points of like answers to those questions. And while you're doing that, if anyone is brave enough to tell me what they're going to be doing this time 10 years, I would love for you to come off mute and share. Oh, that's a nice song. That's our next song, though.
I don't mind going.
Go for it, Nicola.
So, I have a list of all the holidays that we want to do with the boys, and I had a look at what it is when they are in 10 years' time. So I've written that we are planning our epic safari holiday. The boys, yeah, the boys have just the year before would have been the big year where they were finishing primary school and secondary school in the same year.
Wow.
And this is our reward for getting us all through it, is going on this like epic safari holiday so that boys can see the animals that they love in the real world. That's what I wrote.
I love that. I love that. Yes, and think about like if you've got kids, how old your kids will be in 10 years. It's like that
It's
is
too
crazy. And I
scary,
see
Jen.
so scary. Amy's written, I got freaked out by the fact I'll be in my 50s. Yeah, it is crazy, isn't it? I love that. Thank you, Nicola, for sharing, because yeah, it's quite a scary exercise. Anyone else want to share? And then we're going to move to the next part.
I think I'll be living in some sort of glass, modern looking house, surrounded by my 6 kids and maybe some grandkids then, because my eldest will be 34. I'll have a my eldest will be 34, my youngest will be 16. It will either be sort of somewhere in the countryside or maybe Portugal, Spain, or even Hawaii. That came to mind first. And then my mum and my husband with me. And then I thought I'd be painting, or just like I'd be like fun by then, like really chillaxed, because my businesses will be running and I will just be away from it, like, yeah, hands off.
I love it. Yeah, everything's
That is
automated.
such a lovely thing.
I was in Hawaii with you then.
In the glass house.
In the glass
Love
house.
that.
Love that. It's amazing. Amazing. So get excited, right? So when you go to bed tonight, you probably are going to have some weird dreams about this whole 10-year plan thing. Over the next few days, like let your creativity flow. Try and do some more like meditation type stuff, or just go for a walk in nature on your own. Like just let these ideas flow, because this is really important, like this creativity. And we haven't got the time tonight to do ages and ages focused on each thing, but I wanted to just give you a flavour for that because it's really powerful. A little tip, if you do have the time and the inclination, is to write yourself a 10-year goal story. So you say it's the 9th of January 2035, can't even say that, and I am in Hawaii, sitting in my glass house, surrounded by my kids, and my mother, or like whoever it is. And yeah, just write yourself like a day in the life, as if you're living that life you want to be living in 10 years. I have done it before, and I've not done 10 years. I think I've done like 3 or 5 years, and it's really cool. It's really like, it's quite magical. So now let's think about 2025, this year. What I want you to do now is think about a word. Like if you've done this with us before, you know we always do this. We want to come up with your word for the year. I actually don't have one for my year yet, so I'm really excited to hear all of yours. When you think about 2025, what you want to manifest, we'll be doing proper goals in a minute for 2025, but like what word do you want to represent your year? And if you can write it in the chat for me, also just to help other people, because some of you might be looking at me like, what are you chatting about? Great. So Nicholas said consistency. Love it. Belief from Kylie. Love that. Joy. That's nice, Sydney. Sean said create. Oh, I like that. Adele, growth. Oh God, I love all these. Louise, focus. Kerry, integrity. Fran said fun. Love fun. That is one of my favourite values. Sky, essence. Oh, that's nice. Amy, simplify. Danielle, passion. Kimberly, community. Love that. Have you said one, Linda?
I've got growth too, but I was just listening. I can't type and listen. I'll write it down.
Sorry, I should be quiet more.
No, it's lovely. I'm interested.
Growth too. Love it. I still haven't decided mine, but I need to give it some thought. Amazing. Okay. What we're going to do now is we're gonna goal set. So 2025, here we come. We've done the word of the year, so let's go here. Right, what I want you to do is, on your paper, you need 3 headings again. What I want you to do is start to think about your goals in terms of 3 areas. So the first one's relationships. So that might be like family, loved ones, friends, any other like relationships you want to nurture, business relationships. Your business goals. So this could be to do with your career. Some of you might still be working jobs alongside your business, so it might be something to do with your job. Then you might have learning goals, things you want to learn for your business or for your growth in your career. And then the final one, which is probably the most important, is what we call self goals. So it's about you, so your health, your well-being, your hobbies, like what do you want for you, and what you want to bring into your life in 2025. So I can see lots of you noting things down already. So what I'll let you do is you guys start coming up with some ideas, and I'm going to keep talking if you need some kind of triggers and some support with this. So if you're struggling with how to write goals, this is a really good method to help you. You might have heard of it before. It's called the SMART method of writing goals down. So your goals should be specific, so just really clear and direct. They should be measurable. So for example, you want to be able to track its progress, like quantify it. So for example, instead of just saying I want to grow my client base in my business, You want to say, I want to grow to have consistently 3 clients, new clients a month. So you can quantify whether you've achieved it. Attainable, you want it to be realistic, but you obviously also want it to feel like you're kind of pushing yourself, depending on what the thing is. For example, like I don't think I would be able to say like I want to run a marathon in a month's time, but maybe I could say I want to run a 10K in a few months' time, because that's a bit more achievable. You want it to be relevant, so you want it to be aligned to this, like this could be your business mission or your personal mission or your purpose in life. And finally, you want it to be time-based, so you want to give yourself a deadline. Instead of saying in 2025 I want to, I don't know, move to Hawaii, it's like I want to do it by October or by April. So give yourself a bit of a timeline. And if you need even more inspiration, these are some goals that have been written down from one of our previous workshops. Some of them don't necessarily have dates on them, so this is just a guide. But for example, this might have actually been yours, Nicola. Hope you don't mind it's on here. You're 100 new members on your Facebook group. I know you've now got 200 members, so you smashed that goal. So yeah, this is just some examples if you need some real life examples. I have some nice music, but I feel like you might want to see these slides.
I think you can put the music on. Go for the music. It was nice.
Let me just grab it and I can come back to the slides for you. A few more seconds. How nice is that music, by the way?
We can't hear it, Jen. I can't hear it. Can anyone else hear it?
Did you not hear it at all?
No, but you've enjoyed it, so that's nice.
Oh my god, I'm just loving that. That's so funny. Oh well, never mind.
What was it?
It's called Dragonfly Keeper. It's just beautiful. Yeah, maybe I can play it in a bit or something. We'll see.
Good job
Maybe
you
you can
didn't
have it at the
start
end.
swaying, isn't it? Really, because we'd have thought you were a bit mental because none of us can hear it.
Yeah,
I need some music for the end if I do the affirmation, so you can play it for that. That'll be perfect.
Let's hope it works. So what I want to do now, because with this kind of stuff, it's so important to share with other people. So there's a few, okay, so what we'll do is we'll do another set of breakout rooms, if that's okay, Linda. We'll do the same again, but obviously the rooms will be different. So just before you go in, can we do, we do 8 minutes, Linda, just so we've got slightly less time. If everyone can share one goal for each area, and that's what we're trying to get to. We're trying to get to, like, what is your one top goal, your one top relationships goal, your one top business goal, and your one top self goal.
Shall I split us into groups of 3 rather than 4? Because then people will have a little bit more time. Because that would work out, I think.
Yeah, that's fine.
So
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6 breakout rooms and there's 3 people in each. Is that okay?
Yeah, great maths.
And I had to literally count the boxes, worrying me.
Smashing it.
Shall I, how long? 8 minutes, did you say?
8 minutes, yeah. So talk about your goals, like why it's important, like why you've come up with it. And you should have a good couple of minutes each.
Okay. Oh, sorry. The breakout room button's disappeared on my laptop.
And what we're going to do after that, just while Linda's doing the breakout rooms, is we've got a survey link where you can write your goals down, and then we're going to be able to then support you with your goals going forward. So we'll do that when we come back.
Sorry, it's trying to put you in the same rooms again. Give me a moment.
I'm going to mix it up.
It's just not even letting me do that. I'm really sorry. We're going to go back in the same rooms again. It's being really weird. I'll just try one more time. Hang on. I'm just going to delete all the rooms. That'll work. It's going to go manual.
And while you're doing that, so if you can click that link and just you can have a little look. I've created a form where all you basically do is you write your name, your business name, and then your 3 goals, and then there's an extra box if you've got any other goals you want to write. So if you can either do this whilst you're in the breakout rooms, or we'll just do it quickly when you get back in, and you submit the form, and then it all links towards a central sheet that we've got.
Yeah, as I say, that you need to change the permissions on the form.
Don't tell me that. I'll do that.
I've got the breakout room. So while we're in the breakout rooms, do you want to do that, Jen?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going in. We're going in, guys.
Going in. Where am I? I don't know where I am. Here I am. Right.
Oh, it's just us that's back anyway. It does feel exciting, though, doesn't it, when you take a moment and think, like, what do I actually want to do? Like, I'm picturing Kimberly with the wind in her hair on a motorbike. I'm picturing you painting, picturing me singing. And it's just like life is short, isn't it? And we need to enjoy what we're doing. Otherwise,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it's funny you say that, because I find that I go through sort of phases of like being creative, because I try and make like gifts for my clients and like little things for myself. And like last year I taught myself to crochet, so I was like trying to think things to do, and I like having a little creative project because it kind of forces me to do something else that's not, you know, a screen or whatever.
Yeah. Hi, everyone.
Hey. I couldn't work out who was talking then, but I know
That was Kimberly.
Oh, it's me. Sorry, I've got my camera off because I'm
Oh, that's
multitasking
why I was like,
in my
where's the
pajamas.
Oh, don't worry, pajamas are fine.
My Christmas jammies. I'm making the
I've
most
got
of
a pajama
getting
bottoms
some
on.
wear.
Just can't see them.
Yeah, I've got joggers on. Honestly, I have genuinely got joggers on my bottom half.
She's just in pants, everyone.
No, I'm not in pants. Way too cold for that. Can someone check for me that
You
link
ruined
now
the illusion, Jen. I thought you were so smart and so impressive tonight.
top half smart, bottom half warm? I'm like a granny. I should have put a blanket on and everything, shouldn't I? The link works. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, sorry, I just meant I set it up. I forgot to change the settings. So now you know your 3 goals. Can you quickly click on this link that I posted a few chats up and quickly just do a little bit of keyboard typing with your 3 goals. If you don't want to, there's no pressure. If you're like, no, don't want to share them, this is private, that's fine. I'm not gonna be out, I'm not even checking what's coming through. So I'm just trusting that you're gonna do it. You're gonna submit. There's a little box at the bottom where you can write in any extra goals if you want, or any extra notes. Love that Sydney's got her little one, giving her cuddles. Yeah, so I'll give you a moment or so just to do that. And if anyone's done it or wants to share from that last session, I'd love to hear from someone about their 3 goals.
Do you want to share your 3 goals, Jen? What are your 3 goals?
My 3 goals, oh God, so my 3 goals are make our home like how we want it to be, declutter all the baby stuff, and we want to do an extension kitchen diner, which is quite scary because I've never done a house improvement type thing like that before. So for me, that's quite scary. Business wise, I want to grow my client base to 6 or 7 clients a month and potentially invest in another buy-to-let. And my self one, which I really love, is I want to do 1 craft project a month, like knitting or sewing or making cards. I love crafting.
Love that. Kimberly's written in the chat. Can you share the link again? It's gone apparently.
Sorry, hun. Let me reshare.
Can you knit, Jen, already?
I can knit, but I started a blanket when I was pregnant with Jake, and it's like basically this big. And he's now 13 months, guys.
He's only going to grow. Quick.
Hashtag mum life. No, it's going to be for Mabel's babies now, I think. Anyone else want to share? I'd love to hear goals. Come on, let's inspire each other. Someone tell me.
I'm still scared to say it out loud, but I'm going to run a marathon this year.
That's mega.
That is so mega.
I'm still scared every time I say it to people. I've actually got to do it, but I am going to do it.
Keep telling everybody, and then it will get less scary every time you say it.
Yeah, it still makes me feel sick now, but yes, I am going to do it.
That is amazing. I love that.
You can totally do this.
You've got this.
Yeah.
And put your link to raise money into the chat in the village, like in the meeting and Facebook group. Like, make sure you tell us about it when you're doing the planning and everything.
Yeah, that's the next scary bit. Yeah.
I'll go on some runs with you if you want. Not that I can run a marathon, but we could do some like 10 milers. That's pretty my limit.
Yeah. I'm very slow, but yeah, we'll get there.
Doesn't matter. Yeah. I love that. If people want to write their goals in the chat as well, you're more than welcome to share them. Does anyone else want to share, say out loud what their goals are?
It's 62% more likely to happen.
Come on.
I don't mind doing mine.
Go, Lucy.
So I've got relationship one is just being more present for my family and having boundaries that of when I stop working in the evening. Business one is 2. So launch my corporate package, which has been there ready to go for ages. I just need to do it. So that's working with businesses where they've got parents who are not being as effective as maybe they could be because they've got children who are struggling with their sleep, or antenatal packages, things like that. And also to have one-off things that can be sold as opposed to ongoing support packages. So obviously to do the ongoing support, but there's a ceiling of how many of those I can do a week. So just to have kind of an extra income stream. And self goals is to keep on making a bit of time for me during the week.
Love.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's amazing. Nicola's put hers in the chat. Thank you, Nicola, about getting a second phone so you can be fully present with the kids so you don't get distracted. I love that. That's so cool. I know Linda's got 2 phones. And
I have. Yeah.
Big fan of the 2 phone vibe.
The game, honestly, it's a game changer because you turn it off and then it's done.
Yeah.
Strict boundaries.
I've done that for the past 2 years and it's amazing. Like if I'm going on holiday or I'm ill, the phone goes into the utility room. I finish work. I don't need to see it. You know, it's very important to have downtime, and otherwise we just can't switch off.
No, I completely agree. Love that. Okay, amazing. Feel free to keep using the chat, keep sharing on the chat because it is very valuable to be sharing these things.
I'll share. Oh, I thought we were still sharing. Sorry.
Go on, go for it.
I was just gonna say, I'm gonna have an artist date with myself once a month. That's a self goal. I'm gonna see if me and my kids will eat dinner with us at the table at least 3 or 4 times a week, rather than because we're all so busy. I want to like have that time where we can just sit and chat and go down to basics. And business goals, I am looking to take 2 new members of staff to take on 6 more children from September onwards.
Wow, amazing. And I see Adele's just put her relaunching brand photography. Love it, love it. Okay, so what we're going to move on to now is taking action. And this is something I'm so passionate about when it comes to business and just life in general. I don't want us to sit here and chat about all our goals and all these fun things, but then go away and go, oh, I'm not actually going to do anything. I believe in taking action to get you towards where you want to get to. So let's take some inspired action together. I want you to have a goals action plan. So create yourself I'd recommend like you try and take a blank piece of paper if you've got one, or like a clean bit of paper in your notepad that you can cut out, because I want you to put this up somewhere. Maybe it's on your fridge, maybe it's on your desk at work, maybe it's on your wardrobe, just so that you see it regularly. So I want you to write down your 3 columns: business, relationships, and yourself. I want you to write your goal underneath. You might feel like you've written your goal down like 4 or 5 times tonight already, but this is all part of it. Like it goes into your brain, like you're writing it down with pen and paper. It's really important. I want you to think about what is the one action step that you need to take in the next month or so to get you towards your goal under each area. So I'm just thinking, I'm going to use Adele's example. So Adele said she wants to, in her business, grow her brand photography in her business again. So what do you need to do that, Adele? I'm going to come up with some random ideas. Maybe you've got some past clients that you've worked with. So maybe your action is that you want to contact those past clients and see if they want some brand photos. Maybe it's that you want to create a series of Canva posts to market that service so that you can do some social media. You get the gist. So I want you to come up with one action step for each goal. If you've got loads of ideas, you can write more than one action step. But just having one action step of something you need to do in the next move you forward would be really valuable. Let's see, there's a question in the chat. Anyone got any questions? Look at the chat. Can you tell me the date and time? Oh, netwalking. Yeah, it's the 28th of January. It's Tuesday, 10 till 12, Laura. So does that make sense? Can you all give me a thumbs up if you know what you're doing? Yeah, cool. Okay, and if you're feeling bold and you've thought of an action, can you write it in the chat, please? Does anyone want to share? You can come off mute if you want to talk, or you can drop something in the chat. Nicola?
I was going to say one of my business goal is to grow my audience, and so one of the ways I'm going to do that is I'm going to launch a podcast. And it's going to be launching on the 20th of January. I've put it out there now. It's going to happen. I've told quite a few people. I've recorded a few episodes. So yeah, This Mum Loves Tech, the podcast is coming.
Yes,
Well done. That's amazing, Nicola. Whoop whoop.
I was about to say what you're going to call it, and then I was like, I don't need to ask her that. She's This Mum Loves Tech.
I started an exciting collaboration with Louise Thompson today, who's on this chat. So yeah, my mega goal for this year is to sell 200 books a month, which is quite a big, goal. And one of the avenues I'm pursuing is repackaging it as something called Your Positive Birth Box. And Louise is helping me create the packaging because she's an incredible designer. So so that John Lewis wants to stock it. There you go. My very audacious goal.
I love it. I love it. And I can see them coming through the chat. So plan date days for January and March with your partner. Kerry, love that. A full day, you deserve that. Oh my goodness, yes. And also, I much prefer days than going out in the day than in the night. So yeah, you don't get tired the next day or hungover. Draft structure for your week, Amy. Oh, I love that. I love doing that with clients. That is one of the, it sounds really boring, doesn't it? But it's such a good thing to do. So valuable and so fun. Love that. Feel free to keep sharing. So that's the stuff you shared has been amazing. And I'm really excited to have a look at some of your goals that you've done on the spreadsheet as well. So thank you for sharing those bits and pieces. What I want to do now is talk about how to keep the momentum up with your goals, because it's all well and good us sitting here and chatting tonight and you writing some stuff down, and you might just close your notebooks and forget about this conversation, and then you might open your notebooks in a few years' time and be like, oh, I wrote this goal down at this goal setting thing and actually I have actually achieved it, because that had happened to me before. But you might also not. So we don't know what's going to happen, but I must say one of the best things that you can do is make sure that you have got this one pager that you've written down somewhere visible. If you don't want it like super visible, because I've had people say to me before, like, I don't want to put it on my fridge because, what if all of my family come around and see it? You could put it on the inside of your wardrobe in your bedroom, or like somewhere a little bit more private, but somewhere that you're going to open and have a look at regularly. So yeah, I want you to make sure that it's somewhere visual. You want to be revisiting your goals and reflecting on them regularly. So I with all my clients, with the business side of things, when we focus on business, we look at like those big goals every 3 months. So I would say, like, look at your goals every 3 months minimum. Ideally revisit them every month if you can, and have a look at where you're at. What do you need to do this next month to move you forward? One of my favorite things, and some of you will know this, is vision boarding. So creating vision boards. Give me like a little thumbs up or like hand up if you've done a vision board before, or if you like vision boarding, or you like the idea of it even, or you've done one. Yeah, few of you have. So I love vision boarding. We didn't do one in 2024 because I was extremely sleep deprived and had a very small baby. And I've literally got my vision board opposite our bed, and it's been blank for like a year, and it actually really annoys me. So I'm really hoping that me and my hubby and family can do one together this year. And I would so urge you all to try and make it a family exercise, gathering a load of magazines or printing off some stuff off it first, and together cutting things up, picking things on together, and have someone you can see. Make sure that you celebrate your wins. So whenever I visit my goals, I always do that reflect.
Oh, is she gone? Was she cutting out for you as well? Yeah. Jenny, have you gone? I'll just chat for a minute. Well, hopefully she'll come back in. Something I did over the last few days is I've made like a mini vision board on Canva, which is going to be my screensaver on both my phones. Just with like certain images and certain words, and I've actually really enjoyed putting it together, and it's surprisingly easy because obviously you can just screenshot stuff. And I like where I'm sitting now in front of me, I've just got post-it notes up in my eye line of my goals, so I see them every day and I write them down a lot, because I think if it's always in your mind, you just constantly find ways, don't you? Or you'll see someone and be like, you're the person that could help me with this, Louise. So I'm just coming back in now. So that's just, and you guys might have things you want to share, but Jen's coming back in. Here she comes. You're back. Can you hear us? Oh, you're on mute, Jen.
I just got chucked out. I have no idea why.
I think your internet got progressively more and more clunky, and you were cutting out, and then suddenly you disappeared very dramatically.
So sorry, guys.
It's so okay.
Sorry. We are actually upgrading our internet at the moment, so maybe it doesn't like me tonight.
Goal for 2025.
Yeah. So make sure you celebrate your wins. Like, find a business buddy that you connect with. Like, it might be someone in the village, it might be someone outside the village. Like, we do this within the village. Like, celebrate your wins, make sure you share, and note what you're proud of. Like, one of the things I love the idea of, I haven't done this properly yet, but is with your family, like having a jar where you all write down things you're proud of throughout the year, and you just fold it up, put it in your jar, and then at the end of the year you will look at it together. Just things like, find out what works for you guys, because you and your family, everyone's different, what your own cultures to nurture.
I'll just quickly show you something. This is my yellow pom-pom jar. Just as what you said, and every time I do something good, I give myself a little in my jar, and it just sits on my desk. It's quite small. My cat often knocks it over, but each pom-pom represents something I'm proud of, so it's quick and easy. Carry on. Sorry.
I love that. See, you're making it work for you. I love that. Affirmations, which we might have time for Linda to do a little bit on that in a minute, and visualization. So a bit like what we did earlier, like when you go to bed at night, think about your goals, like dream about them, just visualize them, and it's a really, really good way of making them happen. So that is it from me. I have absolutely loved doing this with you tonight. I've loved the breakout rooms. I've loved hearing your goals. Really, really excited for you to kind of see what happens in the future. So I'm just going to flash up one more slide, which hopefully is going to work all right. So so can you see that all right?
It's just coming through slowly. It's now through.
My computer's just like giving up on me tonight. So this is just a few ways that you can connect with me. So you can follow me on Insta. Hopefully most of you already are. If you want to book a chat to talk more about your business goals, so tonight we've talked about the whole of your world, but if you want to talk more about business goals, that is my Calendly link, and you're more than welcome to book a 30-minute conversation where we would talk about that together. And you can find out more about working with me if that's something you're interested in. And then the last thing is I have got a business strategy roadmap template, so a little bit similar to what we've done tonight, but more about your business, and it's like guided on what you need to do to get to those goals in your business. So if you want to get one of those, I will put my link to register for my newsletter, and then I can send that out to you as I've got your permission. So I'll just pop those links in the chat now. And then Linda, do you want to take over and do your
I'll talk really
affirmations?
briefly because I feel like everyone's worked really hard tonight. I had got like a little affirmation thing to do with you, but I think we'll just keep it really brief. So I might record it and then you can listen to it another day should you want to. But essentially, affirmations are just ways of you kind of, it's a bit like goal setting where you write statements like this, like it's already happened, like it's already true, and keep putting it out there into the universe. And whether you're like a bit woo or a bit like not woo at all, it's all about energy, isn't it? And if you put out the right energy, you attract it back. So you might want to look at your goals from today and put them into positive statements. So for example, you know, my goal of selling 200 books a month would be I sell 200 books a month and my book's phenomenally successful. There you go. That would be a positive statement. Or I take myself on a monthly date day and love spending time with me. So that could be like Sky's one, or Kerry could change it into her date with her husband, you know, whatever. But if you make it true, like write it like it's true and then stick it up somewhere really prominent, it's much more likely to come true. And it feels really exciting. So if one of you wants to write a book, you know, I am a established author, you could write down, I don't know. But I feel like we've done so much tonight, you don't need me to say much more about that. But I would encourage you to do it. Yes, let's all attract back what we want. Thank you all for coming. It's been a joy, a really lovely, lovely evening. And I'm really excited for all of you and for us and, you know, the village generally, here to support you. Anything else you want to say, Jen?
No, not really. Just echoing all of that. Thank you for bringing like your energy. And like Linda said, like tonight was about you, and this shouldn't be a process that has just happened in this hour and a half. Like this should carry on. Enjoy the journey, like keep revisiting them, come up with new ideas, share them with other people, go to talk to your friends and family about your goals. Yeah. And
come to the networking on the 28th of January. Because honestly, you get so much more done when you walk and talk and think and breathe and eat cake, obs. So yeah, we'd absolutely love for you to come along and develop your ideas and your connections with each other, because loads of us can help each other. It's beautiful.
Yeah, we have some beautiful collaborations with our village members and yeah, sometimes non-members as well. It's really cool. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. I hope you sleep really well tonight. Do keep us updated on your goals. I can see a couple of you have booked in your business spotlights from today, so thank you guys, and thanks for all the lovely messages and all the love. I have loved hosting you guys tonight and getting inspired.
See you later.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.